Emerald green from afar, ringed by pristine beaches, North Sentinel Island appears as an untouched Eden. But beauty masks danger. This island, a mere dot in the Bay of Bengal, is no paradise for outsiders. It is forbidden territory, fiercely protected by its inhabitants. This is the last bastion of the Sentinelese, a tribe shrouded in mystery, untouched by the modern world. Their isolation is absolute, their hostility to any intrusion, absolute. This is a place where the past still reigns, and the modern world is kept at bay by spears and arrows. The outside world knows little about the Sentinelese. Their language remains undeciphered. Their customs and beliefs are an enigma. What we do know is that they have survived for centuries, perhaps millennia, untouched by the forces that have shaped the rest of humanity. Their story is one of survival, of a culture resisting the relentless tide of globalization. Theirs is a world we can only glimpse from a distance, a world that challenges our understanding of progress and the price of cultural preservation. North Sentinel Island, a mere speck in the vast expanse of the Bay of Bengal, is geographically isolated. Part of the Andaman Islands, it lies over 800 kilometers east of mainland India. Dense, impenetrable rainforest blankets the island, hiding its secrets. Its shores, ringed by coral reefs, make access treacherous. The Sentinelese have made this isolation their own, choosing to remain hidden from the outside world. Their isolation is not just geographical, it is self-imposed, fiercely defended. The Sentinelese have consistently rejected any contact with the outside world. They are considered the most isolated tribe on Earth, their culture untouched by modern influences. Their language is a mystery, their customs unknown. They represent a living link to a past long gone, a time before globalization, before the internet, before the modern world as we know it. The Sentinelese are believed to be directly descended from the first humans who migrated out of Africa. Their isolation has preserved their unique way of life, seemingly frozen in time. They are hunter-gatherers, relying on the island's resources for survival. They hunt with bows and arrows, fish in the surrounding waters, and gather fruits and plants from the forest. Their tools and weapons, though simple, are crafted with skill, honed by generations of knowledge passed down through the ages. Why have they remained so isolated? The answer is complex, a mixture of choice and circumstance. Their isolation has protected them from diseases, wars, and cultural assimilation that have impacted other tribes. But their hostility also speaks to a deep-seated desire to protect their way of life, their identity. They are guardians of a vanishing past, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of change. Section 4. Encounters of the deadly kind. The Sentinelese have made their intentions clear. Contact is not welcome. History is filled with accounts of their fierce resistance to any intrusion. In the 1800s, a shipwrecked Indian merchant vessel found itself stranded on the island. The crew, desperate for help, were met with a shower of arrows. In 1974, a National Geographic film crew, attempting to document the tribe, found themselves under attack. Director W.A. Ritchie was wounded by an arrow, a stark reminder of the dangers of uninvited contact. Even seemingly peaceful gestures have been met with aggression. In the 1990s, the Indian government, following a policy of no contact, attempted to make contact by leaving gifts of coconuts and bananas on the beach. The Sentinelese responded by showering the gifts with arrows and brandishing spears. The message was clear: stay away. Section 5. A protective barrier, the Indian government's stance. The Indian government, recognizing the Sentinelese's right to self-determination and the potential danger of contact, has enforced a strict no-go zone around North Sentinel Island. This policy, enacted in the 1990s, prohibits any approach within 5 kilometers of the island. The reasons are twofold: protection of the Sentinelese and protection of outsiders. The Sentinelese, never having been exposed to modern diseases, are incredibly vulnerable. Contact could expose them to common illnesses like the flu or measles, which could decimate their population. Furthermore, the Indian government recognizes the Sentinelese's right to remain uncontacted. Their isolation is their choice, their way of life. The no-go zone respects their sovereignty and ensures their continued survival. It is a rare example of a government prioritizing the well-being and cultural integrity of an indigenous population over potential exploitation or assimilation. Section 6. A future unwritten. The future of North Sentinel Island and the Sentinelese remains uncertain. Will they remain untouched by the outside world, their isolation intact, or will the relentless march of globalization eventually reach their shores? Only time will tell. What is certain is that their story is a powerful reminder of the importance of cultural diversity, even in its most isolated forms. Their story challenges our notions of progress, forcing us to ask, at what cost? The Sentinelese, in their fierce defense of their isolation, offer a powerful lesson. They remind us that progress does not have to come at the expense of cultural annihilation. Their story is a call for respect, for understanding, for the recognition that some doors are best left unopened. The future of North Sentinel Island rests in the balance, a delicate dance between preservation and the ever-encroaching reach of the modern world.